more clowning around. It's time for Monkey Business!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It is Hunter. Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of Monkey Business from 2025. So the clown's mouth opens and closes. The monkey's eyes light up red. The boxes are brand new, so they're a much durable cardboard. And he stands 6'6". We have this side just kind of showing you like next to a person and what he would look like outside. We have his story on the back. And then we have his other side there, just shows close up and basically what he does. So let's start opening him up and see what he comes with. So he does have a pull-out tray. So we're going to go ahead and lay him down here. Make sure I can kind of get everything in the camera. Let's see. All right, so the first thing you're going to see when you open up your Monkey Business is the monkey's box itself. Set that. Looks like we have the clown's head here. Ooh. Mine I found doesn't look too deformed. I really like the way it looks and like the little tuft of hair that he kind of has. I think he just kind of reminds me of Waving Wally a little bit. Just kind of not too creepy, but you know, still the right amount of creepy. So we have his two hands here, R and Q. We have his control box here, labeled F. We've got one of his arms, M, and sure, what is other one here? This one is labeled N. We have his shoulder frame here. We have his hip loop, I believe that's G. We have his like torso bar here, labeled H. One of his leg pulls. So we have leg pull B, we have leg pull E, leg pull D, and then one more, leg pull C. We have both of his clown shoes here. Pretty cool. Kind of remind me of something like Art the Clown's clown shoes. We have his instructions. We have this piece which holds the box labeled L. This part is the monkey's head. We have part J in there. And we also have his power adapter. That is part O. And then piece de resistance. We have the monkey's head, or gorilla's head, whatever you want to call it. Kind of looks like a monkey more, just the hair and the ears, I guess. We have the clown's clothing. We have the mechanism for the monkey itself. And the last piece here, we have the base. Alright, so let's do an overview of all of the parts. So the first thing we have here are his shoes labeled U and U. We have his clothing here, V, W, X, and Y. We have his hip loop labeled G. His shoulder frame labeled H. His shoulder, I don't even know what you would actually call this. We'll just call it shoulder frame part 2. We have his instructions, the monkey's mechanism, the 4 leg pulls, the gorilla's head / monkey's head. We have one part that holds the box there. We have part J, which also holds the box. Part O, which is his power adapter. Both his hands labeled Q and R. We have his control box. We have his base. We have the gorilla / monkey's box. We have both his left and right arms. And we have the head. Alright, so now that you have everything unpacked and you know what parts you have, you're going to want to start with the base and the leg pulls here. So you're going to want to grab part C, attach that to the base, and then you're going to want to go ahead and grab part B, slide that to the back of the base there. Then slide your shoes over, just like so. And you're going to want to attach E to pole B, and then the pole that's bent at both ends to that one's part D to C. Then you should have your base looking like this. Now you're going to want to go ahead and grab your clothing. Once you have your clothing in, you can go ahead and grab the pants and put those over the leg poles. Once you have the pants over the leg poles, you can go ahead and grab your control box here, and you're going to want to go ahead and take the zip tie off. Now that we have the zip tie off, we can go ahead and take a look at all of the components to the control box here. So we have where the sensor goes, on, off, and step pad. We have the volume control, the AC adapter port, and the speaker port. So once you have your control box out, you're going to want to make sure that the speaker faces like where the camera would be, I guess. And you're just going to put it over the poles and snap lock it into place. Once you have the control box snapped in place, you can actually go ahead, grab your power adapter, and connect that to the AC adapter port right here in the back. Once you have the adapter in place, you can either just leave it out of the pant leg or you can put it down the pant leg. You can go ahead and grab the hip hoop. This is going to be your hip hoop here. This is part G. So this just slides into place. I don't think that it matters what way it goes. Just like so. So now you have your hip loop in place. You can actually go ahead and pull the pants up and over. So before we do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and grab part J, this kind of wonky looking piece here, and that just gets slid through this little hole in his pants, and that just snap locks right into place. Now we can go ahead and grab part H, and that just gets connected. This is like his like shoulder kind of holder piece. I don't really know what you would necessarily call it, but that's what that should look like. Now we can go ahead and grab his shoulder form, which I believe is part I here. So that just gets slid into these two little holes here, just like so, and sits just like that. So for the next step, you can go ahead and grab the monkey, or not the monkey, the clown's jacket, and just drape it over his shoulder frame there, just like so, and make sure that that pole fits out, because that is for the monkey's box. So for the next step, you can go ahead and actually grab the clown's head and go ahead and attach that, whoops, right into the snap lock pin there, just like so. Now you can go ahead and also grab his hat and Velcro that into place. Now, I can't exactly see to the top of his head here, but I'm just going to take a guess, and I think that, oh, maybe not. Velcro there, and a piece of Velcro right there. Now, obviously, you can fluff the hat out as much as you'd like. So now he should start looking like this. Obviously, we can adjust the clothing after. Sometimes I like to do it as I go. So that's what he should be looking like now. Just going to push him back a little bit. All right, so before we actually do anything else, there is going to be a wire coming from his jacket for the IR sensor that you're going to want to go ahead and connect into the control box, which I will show you where we're going to plug that piece in there. I have to pull the pants down, and it is just, whoops, it's just going to be this little port right here, and that just gets slotted right into place. Then we can also take the wire for his mouth movement, and I believe that is going to be, it's down here somewhere. Yep, right here. Okay, so, or maybe it's the other one. There's two small skinny cords. There it is. All right, so now you're going to want to go ahead and attach that, and that will give him mouth movement. We can go ahead and grab one of the arms. I just went ahead and grabbed part M here and slide that up through the sleeve and connect it to the fork pin in there. Alright, so right here are the two holes that you connect his arm into. So that just gets slotted into place, and now his arm will stay perfectly still. Now you can go ahead and grab part N and do the exact same thing that I just showed you. All right, so now you can go ahead and grab both of his hands here, and there is just a little circle connector piece here that snaps them both into place, just like that. I'll show you the other one here as well. So just pull the sleeve down a little bit, push in place, push the pin in, snaps right into place. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and grab the gorilla's mechanism / monkey's mechanism. It says gorilla in the instructions, but it looks more like a monkey. So you're going to want to go ahead and grab part K here, and that just gets attached into place like so. Now we can go ahead and grab part L. That just gets put into place. If I can get it, there we go. Just like that. All right, so you're going to want to go ahead and grab the gorilla / monkey's head, and there's going to be a little plastic piece in there. You guys can see that. And then there's a push pin right here, and the monkey's head just gets slid right on. All right, so we have some wires coming out of the mechanism here and the monkey's head. So these just get put through the hole in the shirt and then through the pants there. We'll slide that one through. So this rainbow color one, and then this red one. So this one's just for the monkey's eyes. And then once we are done that, we can go ahead and spin them around and attach the wires into the controller. So we have the rainbow one here. Those two just get connected just like so. I can get it. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. And then we can go ahead and find that red wire that we had earlier. There it is. That just gets attached like so. So basically all of his wiring is completed. We can just pull his pants fully back up there. Make sure that there's nothing too crazy hanging out, and everything looks good right now. All right, so we just have 2 more steps that we have to do. We are going to want to grab the monkey's box here. Make sure that the lid is flipped so it's closed at the moment, and that just gets slid on top there, just like that. And I believe it should just sit down. There's a little slot, there we go, that you have to slide it in. And now you should have it so it sits on the 2 corners of these black brackets there. I'm going to bring in the camera closer just so you guys can see how to secure the box into place. All right, so it's a little hard to see, but right here, whoops, there we go, are some rubber bands, and then there are some hooks that just get hooked on. It's a little hard to see there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Then there's another one over, see if we can get it focused right there. That just gets hooked on like that. And then right here in the back where all the wiring is, there's going to be one last hook that you just have to hook on, and that just secures the box on just so then it doesn't go flying off or anything. All right, so the last 2 final steps here, we're going to want to go ahead and grab the red and black, I think it's red and black, yeah, neck ruffle there, and put that around the monkey's head. Now there's like a little lip in there to attach it to. You can obviously adjust it just so there's no white there. And basically that is the last step for the monkey here. And then for the clown, his hands just get notched into the box there. And then go ahead and do the same to the other side, just like so. And that is Monkey Business from 2025. I really love this guy. I think the monkey has amazing detail on him. It's really the element of surprise. I don't think we've really seen anything holding a box before besides like Rotten Ringmaster from SVI. So I think this is a new take on it, and I think it is perfect. It's been executed amazingly. So let's get to the demo.
Monkey see, monkey do. Ready for the surprise? Don't worry, he doesn't bite too hard. Curious, what's in the box? So is this monkey?
Alright, thank you guys very much for watching the whole video. I hope you guys really like it. If you guys have any questions about monkey business or want to see more long form videos, please leave a comment and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.